Hey, it's that time to bake cookies, isn't it? How do you know when it's time to bake cookies? Well, at PBRam we'll tell you. First of all, you come over here. You check out the Santa Claus snowman cookie jar. Don't look in there, there's cookies. But there's no Christmas cookies. So, what do? Well, that's where I'll help you. Get out your cookie recipe file and you check out Mom's sourdough cookies. Yeah, sour cream cookies. That's going to be our recipe for today. Thanks, Mom. Now, you put it there and you get all your ingredients ready. So I get out my favorite mixing bowl right here. A few of the things that we're going to need. Looks like, first of all, 1 cup of sugar. Got the sugar here. I keep a half cup in here. So we go ahead and put 1 cup. That first one wasn't quite full. 1 cup of sugar. Excellent. Now it calls for oleo. Half a cup of oleo. You can use over here butter. Of course, this is a little hard. It's freezing cold inside right now in China. You can use coconut oil. That stuff works great. But for me, I'm going to use olive oil. So we need a half a cup of olive oil. Get out your measuring cup. Put in half a cup. That's about right. Okay, I think that's good. You measure it nicely. Put it in there. Then you can get out your shoehorn. Shoehorns are very important for mixing cookies. I don't use this one on my shoes though. I use this one only for cookies. So you put that in there and you mix it around. Now it also calls for half a teaspoon of vanilla. You can get out the good old Red Diamond pure vanilla extract, or you can get out the homemade stuff that me and my wife put together with some vodka, like 80–70%, and you put in some vanilla bark or whatever it was, and then you put that in there. Half a teaspoon, I think that's about 3 drops. Okay, how's that? Oh, I love the smell of that. And I mix that around there with it too. Hey, it calls for an egg. See how sturdy that shoehorn is? An egg. Now, you can crack an egg on the side of something, or the easiest way is just to crack it on something smooth. Okay, you get that little indentation, you can split your egg. It's not going to work, is it? There it goes. Whoa, we put it in there. There we go. Mix that on in there with your shoehorn. See how good that shoehorn does? Now it also calls for a half a cup of sour cream. Now you can go ahead and get some milk, pour some vinegar in that. For me, I'm going to pull out the old Chinese yogurt. And this comes out to about a cup, if I remember right. Let's see if the top works. Oh, it does. There we go. Look at that. All right, so we want a half a cup. Let's go ahead and measure this one. Voila! Hey, look at that. That's just about right. Okay, we'll put that in there. Good. And mix that with the shoehorn. Get that mixed up really nice. Look at that. All right, it's time for the last ingredient. Our flour and, of course, the baking soda. Now, I get out the Armor Hammered. This is what I brought from the States. I think you can buy it also here in China. But we'll use this. This is my soda. And all we need is half a teaspoon. I think that's almost right. Let's go ahead and get out my little crunchies. Sometimes there's little balls in there. You got to break them up. Mix that around. Find something to mix that around with your flour. This is 2 cups of flour, 2.5 cups of flour here. So we got all that. And let's put that in with our wet ingredients. Yes, sir. Ta-da! And mix that around. Sometimes I'll put in a little bit of whole wheat, but I wanted to follow Mom's directions exactly. All right. Yep. Let's clear off our paddle. I love the way that cleans off. Look at that. All right. Now, the recipe says we need to let this cool for 1 hour. So let's go ahead and put this over on some, you can just put it in the fridge like that. What I usually do, get some wax paper, roll it up. There you go. This is just the inside of a cereal box. Put that in the fridge. Let it set for an hour. Pull it back out. Oh yes. After it's cooled, we'll be ready to do the rest of it. All right. Let's go ahead, get out some wax paper. What I use is an oatmeal cover, oatmeal bag. Thick plastic, works wonderfully. Put in a little bit of flour. Cut out maybe half of that cold dough. Put that in there. Sprinkle that a little bit. And you can get out another bit of wax paper. You can see it there. Get your rolling pin and roll that baby. Some people like thick Christmas cookies. Sour cream cookies. Some people like the thin, crunchy ones. But you get them about like that. Look at that. All right. Then you have to find your cookie cutters. Get things like bells, maybe some balls, something round. Get some holly. Some greenery, maybe some more round ones, maybe some snowflakes, the Christmas tree, and maybe a Christmas ornament. Might work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, there's a star. Don't forget the star. Of course, you could have the hearts, but we'll save those for another time. There we go. Now it's time to cut. So what I will usually do is dip this in a little bit of flour. So maybe I'll put that there. And you can get your cookie cutter, dip it in there a little bit, and then you can cut. Cut a bunch of stars out there if you like the stars. Dip them in your flour a little more so they don't stick. Now, if you can't get those out, I always get my little spatula, and you can slice underneath there, pick them up. Yeah, pull them out and put them in one of your pans. You got the aluminum pans, you got the more sturdy metal pans. I'm not sure what they were made out of, some steel, but those seem to work good. Leave some space in between just so that they have a chance to grow. Spread out. Oh, you got all these scraps. What are you going to do with them? You could make some balls. Balls, you say? What are balls for? Balls make perfect snowmen. Look at that. See how that works? Put this snowman together. And then maybe flatten them out a little bit. Give them a few eyes. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's put you in the oven. Now we bake this for 6 to 8 minutes. You got to keep an eye on it because depending on how thick they are, put it at about 350. Then I'll see you in a minute or two. Do you smell that? The cookies are done. Sure enough, brown around the edges there. Let's put them over here and we'll shovel them out. I'm gonna throw this one back in there. We'll get this one baking while we're getting those off. 6 to 8 minutes. Get your spatula, get your stars out on the clean table. Put them on the cutting board is okay too. Last snowball, the last star, and the last snowman. There we have it. Now it's time for the decorating. This is the fun part. You've been waiting for it. If you got kids, it goes a lot faster. Now, what we need is a little bit of powdered sugar, icing sugar. That should work. If you're in China, I try something else, and I don't think it's quite as good. Maybe it's a little thicker, but I use this. Or you can blend your own and powder it up. You may need a little bit of milk, some butter. I used a new batch today and I tried this icing. This is honey, egg white, and powdered sugar. No flavoring. It's got the honey flavor in it. So we're going to try this also. These are 3 different batches, some with butter and some with milk. So let's go ahead and put it on our cookies. Grab some little spoons, find a star, put some icing on. Look at that, and then you can decorate it. Look at that. Voila. Put them someplace. Start on that end. Let's try a tree. colored crystals, blue crystals.
And on his farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O, with a here and a there, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a...
How about our snowman? We'll do the snowman next. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you come back next year. Maybe we'll have some more people to help us out. Thanks for tuning in to PBRam. Merry Christmas.
With a here and a there.